let's have a look at some Minecraft minifigs. Oddly enough, this is actually one of 2 Minecraft related videos this year, so fingers crossed it'll be worth it. Now, I'm sure there's a few people who saw my original short back in 2024 that showed off a small handful of figures. Well, I've had a few additions since then, so I thought I'd show them all off in this video. There may be some figures added to the collection after this video, so there might be a part 2 at some point, but for now let me show you what I've got so far, starting with Steve. Now, I've got a few Steves in my collection. My earliest version dates back to 2015, with the set simply named The Dungeon. I won't get my next Steve until 9 years later with the set called The Steve's Desert Expedition, where he would have a slightly darker skin tone. My more recent version of Steve came as part of the first, and hopefully not the last, Minecraft Advent Calendar. Here he comes with a nice little Christmas jumper and a diamond helmet. Alex. Prior to restarting the channel, I never actually had an Alex minifigure before. However, now I have the same amount of Alexes as I do Steves. The first 2 are pretty similar. The first one comes with the Swamp Adventure set, which features Alex in a more neutral expression. But then you have the Armory version, where her facial expression is either one of great confusion or just suspicious. Even when I built the set last year, I couldn't figure it out. Much like Steve, my latest version of Alex comes from the Minecraft Advent Calendar, where she wears a creeper-inspired Christmas jumper and is also equipped with a stick for some reason. The Armorsmith. The only Minecraft minifigure I have that isn't one of the more recognisable characters from the game. I quite like this minifigure. Also coming in the Armory set along with Alex, this little guy comes with an equipable sword and shield. I do kinda wish characters like this would appear more in the cheaper sets, but hey ho. A zombie. Again, I've had many zombies from Minecraft sets and they all share the same design, so the difference between them is either minuscule or non-existent. Still, despite the lack of changes between figures, it's kinda cool how they managed to nail the design so well that LEGO hasn't felt the need to alter it in any way. Good, eh? The Creeper. So, believe it or not, this is actually my first Creeper. I've always wanted to get one for a while, but most of the sets that had them were quite costly. Thankfully, the Advent Calendar solved my problem. I will say though, it would have been cool if the legs were able to pivot a little bit, but I can see why they didn't, as it probably would have caused some balancing issues if you were to stand them up on a flat surface. A Drowned. Another one of the more recent additions to my Minecraft collection, and I will admit, for something that's called The Drowned, these were the last things I expected to come out of the Advent Calendar last year. But, nonetheless, still a very nice and ominous looking figure. A Stray. Now, I often play in peaceful mode, so I haven't actually come across a Stray in game yet. So when I got this out the calendar, I thought it was just a very stylised skeleton. I think this is also my first skeleton style minifigure I've ever actually gotten, so it definitely holds a special place in my collection. A Villager. Lastly, we have the Villager. Much like the Creeper, I've been wanting to get my hands on a Villager minifig for ages, but again, most of the sets that had one in it were quite expensive. While not what I would consider a traditional minifig, the Santa Villager is a nice starting point. Also, I never realised how weird the torso piece was until I actually held it in my hand. Why is it so long? Who knows? And that's all of my Minecraft minifigures. As I said, I have no doubt I'll be making another one of these later on down the line, but I feel it may be a while before that part 2 actually comes out. Still, it's nice to have all these in my collection, even if some of them are duplicates. And I think I'll finish up there. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're interested in seeing the other stuff I do, pop on over to the channel and have a gander at what's there. And if you like what you see, why not subscribe? So, thank you all for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Fare thee well.